Hey guys, right, today I've come into the man cave and I wanted to do another little video, a little bit more close up of the modifications I made to a 17 HMR bore guide. I wasn't happy with the last video I did of this, it was a while ago, and but I've made a bit of a modification to it now, especially with the inlet port here to allow your solution to be dropped into there without sort of going all over your stock or anything. So I mean, this is like the original type of design that you tend to buy for the 17 HMR. I mean, you can hardly call it a design, but obviously there's limitations to it because of the you know, the inside the receiver. So what I've done, I've used a piece of aluminium tubing to the right diameter, so it allows it to pass nice and freely through this original bore guide. This is now just going to act really as a stopper, really, and to hold your actual bore guide in place. So this is the end that is kind of like holding that, the magic part of it, really. The tubing has been machined so that it's probably 1 thou or so smaller than a case would be, than your normal case. So this would actually go into your chamber, and you can see this O-ring now. Just push it up there. So this shoulder that's created here, okay, you slide on an O-ring, nice tight fitting O-ring, and you slide it down to that shoulder, okay. So that's nicely got that shoulder to butt up against it, okay. Alright, you can still see that, yeah. So as that goes into your chamber, that's going to allow, or not allow I should say, any solution to come back into your breech or down your magazine well, and you know, all that sort of rubbish. So okay, so that's that end sorted. Now what I did with this was an original, I had an existing universal bore guide, and it came with different fittings. So I took one of these fittings, and as you can see in there, there's a O-ring there and an O-ring there. I actually glued this in place anyway, but I just put the O-ring there just as any sort of stopper. Excuse me. And then I just machined out the original aluminium tubing to the diameter, or to match up the kind of the well opening there. So you've got a nice good opening to allow solution. And then I just used this, I had it to hand anyway, I just wanted to coat the inside of that, because I did actually glue this in place, and so just to hide any glue, I just use this aluminium tape. It's great, this tape. It doesn't come off or mar the finish or anything like that, so it was just to sort of tidy that up. Right, so I'm going to show you now what this actually looks like inside the receiver, and I'll put a cleaning rod down there so you can actually get a better look, okay? So just bear with me. Alright, so there you've got there, just slide it into your into the chamber, okay? Like I say, that's okay, so you can just see there's the hole. Then you just line that up, and it just slides just nice and easy and stops at that O-ring, okay? So I'm just going to back off a little bit. I'll show you at this end. So now all you do is you line up your solvent port, so you've got facing up towards you, and then as you sort of, like I said, with this stopper here, just come back. Okay. Okay, so you pull the trigger like you normally would to allow the original bore guide, and you just simply feed this in like that, and that holds it all nicely in place. Okay, it's not going anywhere. Okay, so now I will show you with the cleaning rod actually going down into the bore guide, and let me just swing this camera around just a slight bit. Okay. Right, so you would normally stab your patch as normal and line it up with your solvent port. Okay, and I mean, you could either use a pour bottle like this with a little open spout, or you can just take the lid off and use one of these. Okay, pipettes I think they're called. So then you would just drop your solution, okay, into onto the patch, and then you can just push straight through and stop, and that should just come out the other end. Okay, but like I said, this holds it nicely firmly in place, but the biggest thing is that it's not going to allow those solvents to run back into your breech or chamber or whatever. So like I said, just use the solvent port, load up your patch, get it nice and wet, and then just slide it through and push through, and that's it. Just a quick video to show what I've done with this bore guide. It makes cleaning the 17 HMR just a lot easier, a lot less bother, not having to worry about all solutions running down into down into the magazine well and out of the chamber and everything. So hope you enjoyed that. Just a quick little modification that I've actually done to my 17 HMR bore guide, and I couldn't be happy with it. So hopefully you like it. Give us a like, and if you have any questions, drop me a line. Okay, I'll just give you a little close-up of that.